Hi everyone, and welcome to today's Drama Hospital reaction. I said recap the first time I filmed this. Oh, I was so good. Welcome to today's Drama Hospital recap. As always, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. So, Ellie's back. So, today was an interesting day, so let's get right to it. So, Ellie knocks on Spinelli and Maxie's door, and her and Spinelli start talking, and it turns out that she's having second thoughts about letting him go. And then when Maxie walks in the room, Ellie apologizes and said that her decision was inconsiderate of Maxie and Nathan's budding relationship, and that she hopes that Spinelli didn't cause any disruptions. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's like exactly what happened. And then, when Spinelli's like, oh yeah, Maxie broke up with Detective West so we could be together, Maxie's like, actually, Nathan broke up with me, and then Ellie's like, oh, so what, you're just treating Spinelli like a consolation prize because you don't have anyone else, you don't have any other options? And I'm like, oh my god, Ellie, like, that is literally the opposite of what happened. Spinelli literally challenged Nathan to a fight to win Maxie, so you don't even know what you're talking about. And, I don't like it either, and Ellie obviously doesn't like them together because it's very obvious they're not a happy couple. I mean, you can tell when a couple's happy, and they are not happy. They feel like they're together just, like, out of obligation. Because now I feel like that Spinelli knows that he could get back with Ellie. Like, suddenly his demeanor has kind of changed, in case, like, I don't know, did anyone else pick up on that? And Ellie leaves, and it's just been a whirlwind of a day. But she's going to stay around for a few days because, she flew across the country, so that would just make sense. At the Metro Court, Nathan talks to Nina about the baby going missing, and he really pushes her to see if she has the baby. And Franco and Nina, once Nathan leaves, they get into a fight because he also asks her if she had anything to do with the baby disappearing. And Nina accuses him of still thinking she's crazy and not trusting her, and she thinks he doesn't believe in her. And then once they kind of calm down a little bit, Carly kind of breaks into Franco and Nina's room with her master key and questions them about the baby, and things got a little tense, but it was a short interaction, and it was pretty good. It's pretty good. I feel like Carly got the last laugh on that one. At the hospital, Morgan, this is obviously before Carly goes to Franco and Nina's, but Morgan tries to vilify Michael to Sonny and Carly, and Sonny and Carly stand up for Michael and say he wouldn't have done this. And Dante checks back in with them. Okay, so Dante checks back in with them after visiting Michael, and he tells them that Michael said he had nothing to do with it, and also that Michael wouldn't let him search the rest of the house. At the Quartermaines, when Michael's talking to Dante, he tells Dante, like, he went for a drive, and then obviously Dante leaves to go to the hospital, and Michael kind of admits to Sabrina that he does kind of care about what his family thinks of him, and the fact that nobody, like, believes him right now, like, it's really upsetting to him, and he wants Sabrina to believe him that he didn't take the baby, and Sabrina does tell him that she believes him. It's very sad. I love Michael. You know me. Michael can do no wrong. At the restaurant, the Metro Court restaurant, Bobby confronts Scott about Luke and all that, and Scott just acts so self-righteous, and I really can't stand him, like, as a character. I can't. Can anyone else just, like, can't? Because I just can't. And then when Bobby's talking to him more about why Luke should be in a mental health facility as opposed to Pettinville, Scott's like, if I help Luke, does that mean I get another chance to be with you? And Bobby's like, no. And I'm like, Scott, you're so pathetic, and, like, you can't just do what's right without having to get something for yourself. Like, really? And speaking of Luke and all that, Luke fights his inner Fluke, and they have an argument. And it must have been really entertaining for the guards outside the door to listen to someone scream at themselves. And Luke wins over Fluke, and then Bobby comes in, and Luke tells her that he knows he's worth saving, and he's going to fight even if he has to do it from prison. And Bobby's like, well, then do I have good news for you? And she tells him that Scott changed his mind, and that he's going to recommend that Luke go to a mental health facility. So overall, pretty good day in Port Charles. Nothing too tragic going on. Although, I mean, wouldn't it be interesting if, like, Ellie and Nathan put their heads together and were like, okay, obviously we want both halves of this new couple that Ellie kind of created. Thanks, Ellie. Now she has to backtrack. And, like, found a way to tear them apart and keep the pieces for themselves. I could see that happening. I definitely could. But in any event, if you liked today's episode, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you tomorrow for more Drama Hospital. I hope you have a great day. Bye!